everybody, it's Mrs. Borg here, and I have some friends with me, Spencer and Tanner, and I've heard that they're having a hard time finding some books. So I have a few things here that I thought we could play a little game. So I'll give you some hints as to what the book is about that I'm going to introduce you to, and you try and guess what it could be. All right, so stand by. Here is hint number 1. Okay, that's hint number 1. All right, so let's give you another hint. Here we go. That's hint number 2. Okay, and then my third hint is all right, that's my third hint. And my fourth hint is you will like this book. You will understand my hints. So, any guesses, Spencer, Tanner, any guesses of what this book might be about?
Star Wars.
Yes, Star Wars. So do you guys like Star Wars?
Yeah.
Okay, and did you know that there are so many books out there that are related to Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard of some of them? Okay, so there are some children's books like Jedi Academy. There's some Princess Leia books about her adventures that are children's books. And there's also the different Star Wars, Clone Wars, like character books, like this one that tells you all about the characters, right? There's also pop-up books. Has anyone ever seen this pop-up book? This is one of the most amazing pop-up books I've ever seen. And it's really detailed, and it even has little pop-ups inside the big pop-ups. Okay? So there's all kinds of books that you can find. But you guys are a little older, so you probably aren't interested in the books that are geared towards younger kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I have for you a couple different books to look at. There's Star Wars Aftermath. This is actually a book that's a series of 3, and it's set after the movie Return of the Jedi. There's also Republic Commando, and this is about elite clones during the Clone Wars. And maybe you've heard of Clone Wars from the TV show also. You might have watched that. There's also... Oh, I think I showed the wrong book, didn't I? No, Catalyst, this one. This one leads up to the movie Rogue One. And what I really like about these books is on the inside, it actually gives you a timeline of the movies and where the book may fall within the movies. So, I'm sure you've heard of the movies, right, guys?
Yeah.
Well, the book that I'm going to talk to you about today falls into giving you a little more background on characters. So I'm going to talk to you today about Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma actually appeared in the movies The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Okay? But before what happened in the movies, Captain Phasma had a lot of adventures. And this book takes place after Return of the Jedi and before The Force Awakens, and the author is Delilah S. Dawson. The whole book is actually based on this character, Cardinal, maybe because he's red, okay? And he is interrogating a resistance soldier for information on Captain Phasma, okay? Here's the real shocker, though. Captain Phasma is a girl. What do you think about that, Spencer and Tanner?
Wow.
So this book talks about how Captain Phasma had to fight and really claw her way to become the commander of all the forces in the First Order. So do you remember from the movies who the First Order was? Do you remember, Spencer?
Yeah.
Right. The First Order was the bad guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what's kind of interesting about this book is that Captain Phasma is actually the bad guy or the bad girl, okay? But you end up rooting for her through the whole book. So this book has all the aspects you love about Star Wars, but from a different perspective. And if you haven't seen the movie The Last Jedi, I'm about to give you a little spoiler, so turn your head if you haven't seen it. But Captain Phasma dies in that movie. So, and when you see that happen in the movie, it gives you a whole nother different perspective because you know what all she had to go through in order to become the captain of the First Order. So, the sole reason for this book is to give you depth and background on a character that we know nothing about that appeared in the Star Wars movie. And that's a lot like the new Solo movie that gave you a lot of background on Han Solo, things maybe you didn't know about. That's what this book is about. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Bye.